Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Gabe with Indigo Software, genuine Microsoft software for less. In today's video, we're going to show you guys how to make dependent drop-down lists in Excel. If it seems intimidating, this process is actually very simple. Before we jump into the video, if you're interested in purchasing Microsoft Office, remote desktop licenses, Windows 10, Windows 11, or a wide variety of other Microsoft software at a great price, check out Indigo Software. We'll put those links down below. So without further ado, let's jump in. All right, so I started to fill out a spreadsheet here, and this is for demonstration purposes. Maybe you have something like this to help plan your diet, or maybe you have some other set of data and you want to make your dependent drop-down list. The dependent drop-down list would mean that from here, I would be able to select either proteins, fats, or carbs, and it would only return the options that fall under those columns. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to do is actually select my ranges for each column and write down the title as the name. So where it says E1, instead of the range E1, we want to call this protein. I'm going to repeat the process for fats and carbohydrates. So select them and write down fats and carbohydrates. Now, next up on the first value here where it says macros, I'm just going to select enough to cover all the data. And this could also be the entire column. And so I'll select the range 2 through 10, for example. We'll go over to data, and where it says data validation, we want to click on data validation and change this to list. Now I'm going to click where it says source. Click this little arrow button, and we're going to select these 3 different macronutrients. Hit enter. And at this point, I can click OK. Now we can see we have a simple drop-down list here, and that's going to come up in any of the cells in that range that we selected. Now we're essentially going to repeat the same process under foods, but it is going to be a little bit different. Again, I'll select a sufficient range. We'll go 1 through 10. And again, I'll click data validation and data validation. We'll change this to list. And here's where we get a little bit more specific. We want this to be dependent on the value in the previous column. In this case, we're going to use the function indirect. So we'll start with the equal sign, and we'll type in the word indirect, followed by the open parentheses to start our function. Now at this point, I'm going to select the first cell underneath my macros column. We're going to make an alteration here. Instead of this being an absolute reference, if we delete the second $sign, it's going to change it to a mixed reference. I'll close the parentheses and we'll hit OK. The error message here is normal, so we'll press yes on that. Now, when I select a drop-down menu underneath the foods icon, it'll only present me with, in this case, fats. Or if I select carbohydrates here underneath this drop-down, I only get various carbohydrates. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about creating a dependent drop-down list in Excel, drop those in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Again, if you're interested in purchasing genuine Microsoft software at a great price, check out Indigo Software. We'll put those links down below. We strongly encourage any specific video topic ideas you may have. And lastly, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated as it helps to support the channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.